We were honored to work with elite Paralympian Lizzi Smith in preparation for the upcoming Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Butterfly has always been Lizzie's #1 stroke, but at the recent World Championships, she had more success in the backstroke than in fly. Lizzie came to Coronado to work with the race club coaches and improve her butterfly technique.
How's it going, Lizzie? Welcome to San Diego.
Thank you, it's good to be here.
Walk me through where you are right now in your training, and then a little bit about where you would like to be in a couple months from now at your next meet.
So I just got off of competing at the Pan American Games and World Championships. So I had my 2 to 3 weeks of reset. So now I'm kind of checking in with my strokes to make sure technique is there for the season. Worlds was a great indicator of what I can improve for Tokyo next year. Starts is a big one, getting momentum with my arms instead of trying to do it all leg driven. Fly, keeping my tempo up, especially the last 20 meters, it tends to fall off.
Yeah.
So definitely looking for ways to keep the tempo steady, but also faster than what it has been.
All right, great. Yeah, I think we can help you out a lot in those areas. So Lizzie, why don't we get you into some of our dryland exercises and our shoulder stretches, and then we'll get you in the water after that. But first, looks like you gotta make some adjustments.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my arm on. It will make me think more even while we're doing stretches.
Explain to me here how this is going to be beneficial for your shoulder stretching if it's not actually part of your shoulder.
So I'm so used to thinking of my elbow as my wrist. So this makes me think of my wrist as my wrist, so I can work out my body more evenly.
All right, so a little bit more symmetrical.
Yeah, so same muscles on both sides, we'll be able to get a workout out of this.
How does this play into your competition or your training?
I use my prosthetic a lot when I'm training in the weight room. Lats are so important for swimming, and using my arm, it's been really the first time that I've been able to know what it feels like to engage my left lat.
Just show me your pulling motion, all right? So start at the beginning of your stroke here and just run through how you pull underwater. Okay, let's go one more. Good. All right, I want to put a little bit of pressure on your hands here now. Go ahead and start your pull. And push through. Good. All right, so that looks good. Go again. All right, if I start to put a little bit more pressure on you, it looks like your right elbow drops a little bit too soon here.
Okay.
All right, so with that right elbow dropping, you're losing the front part of your catch. All right? The front end of your stroke is kind of slipping, and that's the term we use, is slipping, because you're not holding water with the whole hand and forearm. So what we're going to be working on is keeping the shoulders up, internally rotate a little bit, and we're going to do that with some sculling drills, and that's going to hopefully keep you up over your hand position through your pull. So let's try a couple more. Keep the shoulders kind of turned in towards your ear, and the elbows up high. Good. Through. Catch nice and high with the elbow. Push straight through. Good. That's going to be our goal now, is to hit every stroke and pull a little bit of a high elbow, keeping the elbow up over the hand and pushing straight through that way. All right. All right, Lizzie, we're going to put the swim talker on you right here so that we can be in communication with you at all times. All right, is that good? Yeah, you can hear me still? Cool. First, I'm going to start with just a 200 freestyle warm-up. Focus on your head position. Focus on easy lift with the arm on the way up, and then a fast entry on the way down. Ready, go.
During her freestyle warm-up, Coach Troy notices a huge outsweep occurring in her right arm pulling motion and too soft of a hand entry on her arm recovery.
So don't let that right arm swing out so wide, all right? I know the left arm is doing that, but we want the right arm, the hand, to stay inside the elbow, and try and point your elbow towards me a little bit more. Think about how we did it on dry land.
Using this outsweeping pulling motion will result in less power and more frontal drag, slowing her down considerably in both her freestyle and butterfly.
Keep that right arm inside. You're still going real wide with your right pull. Get the elbow up nice and high as you start your catch, and try and push straight through. Don't let it swing around. All right, Lizzie, so watching you warm up here, I see a really dramatic out sweep on your right arm, on your freestyle, and I know from watching some videos of you and watching in the past that it's similar in your butterfly. All right, so we're gonna do a couple drills to correct that out sweep and keep you pulling a little bit closer to the center line of your body and pushing straight through so you don't lose any of that power or add any extra drag by having your arm stick out too far to the side. Now we're gonna move on to some drag appreciation drills. And this is gonna kind of open your eyes to the difference in drag that your arm is causing depending on where it is in your stroke or in your pull. So I want you to push off the wall, one arm straight out in front, right arm to the side. So directly out to the side, exposing your whole upper arm and bicep while you're kicking as hard as you can. All right, so you're gonna go about 4 lines out, kicking as hard as you can, no breath ideally, just working on holding that arm still. And you're gonna feel it right away, try to push your arm back, and I want you to work against that. So kick real hard, flutter kick, keep that arm underwater, but there you go. There, kick hard, kick hard, kick hard. Right there, that's good. Awesome. You feel that, right? But now we're gonna try and find a position that hides that upper arm. I want you to really focus on pointing your elbow down the pool towards me and keeping your fingertips towards the bottom. Try and keep your forearm straight down. Don't let that push it.
The positioning of the upper part of the arm is extremely important in lowering frontal drag. Lizzie works on keeping the upper arm pointed forward, more in her line of motion and out of harm's way.
If you're kicking forward and your hands are a little bit further out in front and your elbows a little bit higher, now you're kicking into that position which is less drag than what we could be experiencing and what you are experiencing right now as you're swimming.
Stay tuned as we have much more to come on improving Lizzie's butterfly technique.
One arm, both arms.
Next, we will be working on some of our favorite drills to correct your pulling motion.
I want you to keep your elbow nice and high, shoulder up to your ear almost, and you're just sweeping in and out, holding water the whole way.
After that, we'll focus on her butterfly recovery and breathing techniques to give her the best opportunity to stand on the podium in Tokyo.